Jokić. Jokić. He's too damn good. It's not fair, all the things he can do. And, you know, he's so funny. I love the guy. He doesn't look like he's doing anything. You know, he's not going fast. He's not jumping high. You know, it's kind of Larry Birdish, you know, in a way.
I mean, he's the best player in the world. And I think our guys on our team, you know, we have 12 of the best players in the world. And I think they would all tell you he's probably the number one guy right now.
Nikola Jokić isn't just a superstar. He's redefining what it means to dominate in the NBA. The Denver Nuggets franchise centerpiece has taken the league by storm, blending old-school fundamentals with modern versatility. A 7-foot center, with the vision of a point guard, the efficiency of a sharpshooter, and the ability to control the game without relying on sheer athleticism, Jokić is truly one of a kind. The basketball world has taken notice. Coaches, analysts, and former players have run out of ways to describe his greatness. Some call him the most skilled big man in history. Others believe he's the best player in the world. Many argue he's forever changing the way the center position is played, but what do NBA coaches, the minds tasked with stopping him every night, really think about Jokić? Today we're diving into what some of the most respected voices in the game have to say about the two-time MVP and his massive impact. JJ Redick, a former player, analyst, and now head coach, has seen elite talent up close. But when it comes to Nikola Jokić, he doesn't mince words. He's the best player in the world. In a recent interview, Redick broke down just how impossible it is to slow Jokić down, admitting that even when teams spend nights game planning against him, he still finds a way to dictate every possession.
Yeah, I mean, again, he leads the NBA in touches. He's going to touch the ball, and we tried to limit his touches as much as possible. Thought Rui was outstanding. He was a warrior tonight, a warrior.
That right there is the Jokić effect. No matter what teams throw at him, different coverages, defenders, or game plans, it simply doesn't matter. Jokić still controls the pace, dictates the offense, and finds ways to dominate. Double team him? He'll pick you apart with pinpoint passing. Try to limit his touches? He'll find space and make every possession count. Switch defenders? He'll exploit the mismatch with ease. At the end of the day, the ball is in his hands, and he's making the right play every time. But JJ Redick didn't stop there. In another interview, he made it crystal clear where Jokić stands in the NBA hierarchy.
Let me say something real quick. Let me just say something. Nikola Jokić is the best player in the world right now. If you don't believe that, I will respectfully disagree with you. There's no shade. There's no hate. You're allowed to disagree with that statement. He's the best player in the world right now. He's on a historic playoff run.
That's not just high praise, that's a definitive statement. And JJ Redick isn't the only one who sees it. Jokic's ability to take over in the playoffs, carry his team in the biggest moments, and post historic numbers while making everyone around him better has left no doubt about his place in the game. He's not just an elite center. He's not just a brilliant passer for his position. He's not just an ultra-efficient scorer. He's the best player in the world. And as Redick put it, if you don't agree, that's your problem, not his. If there's one coach who truly understands the challenge of guarding Nikola Jokić, it's Chris Finch. As the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach, Finch has faced off against some of the most dominant players in NBA history. But when it comes to Jokić, even he'll tell you, there's no real way to stop him. After another masterclass from the Nuggets superstar, Finch didn't even bother sugarcoating his team's struggles.
I mean, you saw it. He had an MVP, best player in the world performance. I mean, it's, you know, we tried to do a bit of everything on him, and he had it all going. So we didn't really have an answer for him. And honestly, we haven't had a great one from the last couple games.
That's a head coach openly admitting defeat. And Finch isn't alone. Coaches across the league have all faced the same impossible dilemma. Throw a double team at Jokić, he finds the open man, guard him one-on-one, he'll pick you apart in the post. Try to speed him up, he controls the tempo like a maestro. Force him to be a scorer, he casually drops 40 without breaking a sweat. There is no right answer, only different ways to lose. Greg Popovich has coached against the best of the best, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Steph Curry. But when it comes to Nikola Jokić, even he can't help but admire just how one-of-a-kind the Nuggets superstar is. In one interview, the legendary Spurs coach delivered one of the most fitting descriptions of Jokic's game.
He makes me smile. He has a lot of fun out there, and he's unorthodox, and he doesn't look the part. Involves all his teammates.
Popovich just put Jokić in the same conversation as Larry Bird, one of the most skilled, cerebral, and competitive players in NBA history. And the comparison is spot on. Like Bird, Jokić isn't the fastest or most athletic player on the floor, but he's always the smartest. He dictates the pace, sees plays before they happen, and makes every teammate better. His dominance isn't about explosiveness, it's about precision, vision, and control. Popovich has coached against every type of superstar, yet his admiration for Jokić stands out. Because Jokić isn't just one of the best players today, he's redefining what a superstar looks like. When coaches start comparing a player to Magic Johnson, it's no longer just about talent. It's about changing the way basketball is played. And for Doc Rivers, that's exactly what Nikola Jokić is doing. The championship-winning coach and analyst didn't hold back when talking about Jokic's revolutionary impact on the game.
He's one of those guys, Magic Johnson type, that he makes his whole team better immediately. Everybody that plays on the floor. I would be scared if I was a GM to sign a player from the Denver Nuggets, because you really, he makes them that much better. And so you're trying to evaluate, well, if we take him, will this guy be that good?
That's not just praise. That's a warning to every NBA executive, because Jokić isn't just dominant on his own, he makes everyone around him better. That's exactly what made Magic Johnson special. Play alongside Jokić, and you'll get easier shots, more space, and look like a better player than you actually are. We've seen it time and time again. Aaron Gordon was an inconsistent scorer in Orlando. Now he's one of the most efficient forwards in the NBA. Bruce Brown thrived in Denver, became a key two-way player, and secured a massive free agency contract. Michael Porter Jr. gets wide-open shots every night just by running the floor. Jokić maximizes talent in a way we haven't seen since Magic, and that's exactly what Doc Rivers is saying. Jokić isn't just a great passer, he's a system that makes everyone around him better. A system that is nearly impossible to stop. So when Rivers compares Jokić to Magic Johnson, he's not just saying Jokić is an elite playmaker. He's saying Nikola Jokić might be one of the greatest offensive engines in NBA history. And honestly, he's not wrong. Just ask Rick Carlisle. The veteran coach has spent decades in the NBA, leading championship teams, designing elite defensive schemes, and going head-to-head with the best players in history. Yet when it comes to game planning, for Nikola Jokić, even he admits, it's a completely different challenge. After one matchup where Jokić picked apart the Pacers' defense, Carlisle summed up his dominance in just one sentence.
Yeah, he had 18 points and 19 assists. And, Miles is picking up full court. So they do some things unconventionally because of his unconventional abilities and skills and talent.
Like a typical big, and you definitely can't just let him operate one-on-one, because no matter what coverage you throw at him, Jokić will find the answer. Think about it. 18 points and 19 assists. Most players who score 18 are considered solid scoring threats. Most players who rack up 19 assists are considered elite playmakers. But Jokić? He did both in the same game, and to Rick Carlisle, that wasn't even the surprising part. Carlisle's comments reveal something unique about Jokic's game. It forces teams to throw their entire game plan out the window. Most elite big men dominate in predictable ways. Shaquille O'Neal overpowered opponents in the post with sheer brute force. Tim Duncan used flawless footwork and a textbook mid-range game. Kevin Garnett was versatile on both ends but still operated within traditional big man roles. But Jokić? He brings the ball up like a point guard. He throws full-court outlet passes with pinpoint accuracy. He controls the game with his mind, not just his skill. Carlisle even pointed out that Miles Turner had to pick Jokić up full court, which is not something you ever expect to do against a center. You can't guard him traditionally. You can't trap him like a normal big, and you can't scheme against him the way you do other stars, because no matter what you try, Jokić will figure it out. Chauncey Billups, an NBA champion known for his high basketball IQ, has seen it all. But even he admits, there's no answer for Nikola Jokić. After facing Jokić, Billups summed it up simply: no matter what defenses throw at him, he adjusts and takes over the game.
He is really unique. I mean, there's just nothing like him. You know, he brings the ball up the floor. I mean, he just does it all. He does it all. He puts you in a lot of tough spots defensively. He can pick out every coverage that you in, and if you guard him with a small, he can punish the small. He can punish the big guy. He could do everything. You know, he's just that good.
But with Jokic, there's no clear weakness to exploit. You can't speed him up. He controls the tempo. You can't disrupt his vision. He sees plays before they develop. You can't overpower him. His footwork and strength make him unstoppable inside. No matter what defensive scheme you throw at him, Jokic always has an answer. That's why Chauncey Billups, like so many other coaches, has come to the same frustrating conclusion. There's simply no way to stop him. Steve Kerr has been around generational talent, and yet when it comes to Nikola Jokic, his praise hits differently. After another masterclass from Jokic, Kerr didn't hesitate to call him the best player in the world. That's not just a compliment, it's a reality check. Jokic isn't just great, he's redefining the game in real time.
I mean, he's the best player in the world, and I think our guys on our team, you know, we have 12 of the best players in the world, and I think they would all tell you he's probably the number one guy right now, and he's so good that he's capable of carrying his.
This isn't just high praise, it's a fact. Nikola Jokic isn't just one of the NBA's top players. Right now, he is the guy. Steve Kerr's words reveal something deeper about Jokic's dominance. He doesn't fit the usual superstar mold. He's not the quickest, not the most explosive, and he doesn't rely on flashy highlights to make his mark. He doesn't even need to drop 40 points to completely take over a game. Instead, Jokic wins with sheer intelligence. He picks apart defenses, sees the game like a chess master, and makes everyone around him better. That's what makes him so unstoppable. Even a seasoned coach like Kerr, who has strategized against the best, admits there's no real way to shut him down. And here's the kicker. Jokic isn't just the Nuggets' best player. He's their heartbeat. When the pressure's on, he doesn't look for someone else to step up. He takes full control. Need a clutch bucket? Need a clutch fadeaway? Jokic will knock it down from the post. Need a pinpoint pass? He'll fire. A no-look dime across the court. Need to control the tempo? He'll slow the game down like a veteran point guard. That's exactly why Steve Kerr calls him the best, because no matter what the game demands, Jokic delivers. If one of the greatest coaches of this era says Jokic is the top player in the world, what does that tell you? It tells you he's reached a level of dominance that's simply undeniable. Even in a league filled with MVPs, All-Stars, and future Hall of Famers, Jokic stands alone. And when Kerr speaks, you know he's speaking the truth. Mike Budenholzer has spent years watching Jokic take over the league, trying to find ways to slow him down. But no matter what he's seen, Jokic just keeps getting better. And as Budenholzer put it best,